Helldivers, the new title release Into the Unjust has just been made available for download. Here's a brief synopsis of what's in the patch notes. As we well know, Hive Worlds will be a thing. These wretched reflections of terminate biology will feature new flora and fauna, interesting, as well as acid lakes and those massive bug spires that we saw in the teaser. As with the maps themselves, the cave systems will be randomly generated. They're going to be super dark, have occasional holes in the ceiling to call in stratagems, and destructible walls. The two new missions that were briefly touched on, destroy the Spore Lung and drive around in that mobile oil rig the Gator, is there. It mentions that we'll undertake more missions to extract resources and destroy the enemy threat of Hive Worlds. Does this mean we're going to get new secondary objectives, or is it simply referring to those two new missions? Only time will tell. We finally have the variant name for those tunneling bugs. The Rupture Spewer, Rupture Warrior, and Rupture Charger are what's going to be one of the preliminary threats on these Hive Worlds. And of course, the Dragon Roach. Now, we've all seen that footage of the Hive Lord, or it's kind of that sort of footage, that foreshadowing, but it's been conspicuously left out of the patch notes. Arrowhead up to their old tricks. Balancing was pretty light, focused entirely on non-lethal stratagems. The Orbital Smoke and EMS were given hefty projectile buffs on par with that of the Orbital Gas Strike. Stun effects from the Orbital EMS and Mortar will apply the stun effect on explosions as well as the area of effect. Lastly, all stun explosions will stagger the enemy and not ragdoll the player, affecting the stun grenade, Orbital EMS and Mortar, and the stun Hellpod booster. Aside from a variety of miscellaneous fixes, the patch notes themselves were pretty light for such a massive release. In the few minutes that I had, I logged in right before writing this, and I didn't see any additions to ship modules or weapon customization and so on, so I'm going to be diving to bring you the very latest of what I'm able to find. Stay tuned as we dive into the Unjust.